Day 2, week 23, and we're talking about humor. I do love humor. Humor therapy. Over 30 years ago, Norman Cousins, I'm on page 128, developingcharacter.org, PDF file. You can run off as many copies as you want. They are free. Over 30 years ago, Norman Cousins lay dying in his hospital room at UCLA Medical Center. Doctors told him his disease was terminal and there was nothing they could do. They were half right. Cousins did not accept their diagnosis. Though he was in excruciating pain from a rare disease that inflamed his spine, he found that after watching a Marx Brothers movie, if you remember Groucho Marx, on television, that he had laughed so hard it exhausted him, he slept soundly without narcotics for the first time in weeks. He immediately ordered in a film projector and all the Marx Brothers movies and slapstick comedy he could get his hands on. He noticed immediate improvement. The pain decreased to a tolerable level. He slept soundly, and amazingly, blood tests showed that his immune system was healing and inflammation went down. Cousins went on to chronicle the recovery in the highly acclaimed book Anatomy of an Illness, published in 1969. This book is viewed as a cornerstone for awareness of humor therapy. How do you cure what ails you? Humor. Isn't that amazing? Read the first question. The average 5-year-old laughs 500 times a day. The average adult laughs 18 times a day. Why? Why do you think that is? The average 5-year-old laughs 500 times a day. They have a good time. They're not inhibited. They're not worried about how the other guy thinks or what's going on. They have fun. The average adult laughs 18 times. I don't want to laugh. I don't want people to think I'm crazy. Number 2, it says, having a sense of humor affects the way you see things. How so? When I was coaching and teaching in Mesa, Arizona, I taught this to a group of students. I didn't teach this. But I had each student pick a quality, and they had to teach it to the class. They had to do what I'm doing. They had to take a week and teach a quality. And I had a really bright student. And he had trouble in school and been kicked out of school several times because he didn't do well with authority. And really, he was really too smart to be going to school. He struggled with boredom. He was bored in every class, and the minute he got bored, he started doing silly things. He taught humor, this quality. And what he did was, every day he brought tapes of Jeff Foxworthy or D.L. Hughley or comedians. And before he put the tapes on for people to watch and listen, he had them write down, what kind of day have you had so far? How you feeling? What's your attitude? How do you look at today? How do you think today is going to go? Are you excited about today? And they answered all these questions, and in most time the first couple of days, they were a little bit defensive about what they were going to do and everything. And then they would watch these tapes or videos. And then they would answer the same questions. It truly amazed them. What amazed me was what a great teacher this kid was. Because after watching the tapes, they had a whole different outlook on life. They felt better. It was going to be a better day. Every single student, and there was 22 in that class, said it's going to be a better day today. No matter what had happened, and this was a third period class, so they'd had 2 hours in school, and they'd gotten up in the morning, had interaction with their parents and so forth. Some had had a bad day so far, but no matter what had happened, every single one of the 22 said it's going to be a great day today. Humor. Isn't it amazing? I'm going to tell you some things tomorrow that will boggle your mind about humor. Can't wait. See you tomorrow. 5